team for a long time as well on other teams that we've seen him on, and the Pantheon is ruthless of a pick, but can his and Shun's matchup really affect the way we think?
But a Galio ultimate into an equalizer, into a culling, and it's GG's around Grubs. So you need to make sure you're comfortable. But Xiaoxu could be the target here.
Oh, they're going to go for the dive. They actually executed pretty cleanly, but the Shadow will be there. At least a little bit of damage back. And you have Tien with the follow-through gank. He does take an extra turret shot, but they get it in the end. It just took a
lot of time from Shun and even Xiaoxu here to be able to catch the wave on the bot side. So overall, still a slight win here for Weibo just to be able to push that tempo a tad bit more. But at the end of the day, objectives still traded exactly as we expected. So no major loss on either side. And look at the gold difference.
It's to feel really confident now as we do see him use the Grand Starfall in bot lane. Going to catch out Xiaoxu, who is not ready for the Grand Starfall gank. The CC chain, the seismic shove, and that'll be another kill given to Tien. Scout. I mean, he's level 11. He's pretty darn tanky now as well, but I don't know if that's going to be in the cards.
Yeah, he's stuck catching that top wave right now. Breathe.
Oh, the all-in. Pei's in trouble. Pei's getting locked out, and here comes the Grand Starfall in the back of it. The CC's there, and a third kill goes to Weibo. The feats of warfare have been completed.
That is a disaster for JDG. That should be dragon pressure completely given over as this mountain dragon spawns. Pei's burns both of his summoners in that exchange, both the cleanse and the flash gone from him. And again, the objective going over to Weibo, dragon stacking done. That is a huge, huge win for Weibo Gaming. We'll see if Shun wants to continue to play aggressive. The backs came in.
Oh, he's going for the 50-50, but gets locked down by the ground. Xiaohu sets it up to get Tien the dragon. That means Weibo can back away with no punishment for it here. Trying to get into the fight. Xiaohu is going to just have finished his evolve. Crisp almost gets hit by the concussive blows there in the end. Tien loses this jungle pressure, but he goes in for the fight. He's trying to catch out Sun, but it is the clone taking a ton. That's a big equalizer in the middle of it all. Crisp getting low. They try to take down Tien. He's going to get a kill first, get the heal from Thunder Sky, but still dies. Now it is going to be the trade for junglers. Heroic entrance finally coming in. Xiaohu gets locked in his own. He can't move. He's literally stuck in his own rocks like a glacial prison, but it's his own. As Breathe is moving in now, trying to clean this up. This is where the Aurora really comes alive, but Light is also picking off kills. Xiaoxu gets 2, but he gets gunned down by Light in the end.
A bit of damage down onto Scout and Shun, but not nearly enough to be able to really push this forward. There's that 177 CS coming into play with some tank stats, being able to keep him alive. Scaling is still on the board for this team.
It is indeed. Oh, we see a little play in mid lane. Breathe has initiated it with the Between Worlds. The seismic shove going to get flashed out by Pei's, but unfortunately, Dwell has been left to the Wolves, and that Wolf has a little bit of light on it. That's going to be a big pick for the Corki on Weibo, and Light 3-0-3 on this hyper scaling pick.
You can't be giving the Corki all of this gold. That is the one part of Weibo's comp that will tear apart JDG at the end of this game. Not only is that pick consequential for the gold, but Joel going down means no contest on this dragon. Of course, it is only second Drake, but Ocean Soul is on the table now for Weibo Gaming if this game goes long enough. That scaling element that JDG have, definitely neutralized. 0.5k still salvageable, at least for now.
Side lane play. It's going to find Scout again. Is he tanky enough to walk out of this one? I don't think so, as he will be slowly taken down to the dirt by Tien. It's going to be JDG starting up the Atacon on the other side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly a very greedy play coming in from Weibo. They are going to, I think, just almost entirely lose it for this, but Tien's going to try to ult in.
Yeah, Light and Bree just going at it here. They just pulled JDG off of the Atacon in a 2v4. No way. It's going to go. Oh, my God. Shun gets it. Okay, that's worth it, Shun. I'll give you that one. As Xiaoxu uses an errant setup of his equalizer, they'll lose a lot of the pressure they just gained. They literally just got the Atacon, but what do they lose for it? All the presence.
Weibo going to be getting Soul Point on this Ocean Soul for free here. So they pick up that third dragon. No real counterplay to happen. It's just going to be Vision set up on the top side for JDG, but another big grab for Weibo.
Was there the entire time. That does matter so much is that momentum that both junglers love to play for, that every jungler in the LPL loves to play for, and they do end up finding some of that momentum in mid lane. And the jungler coming in over the top just to make sure, though. Tien's getting bursted down, tries to go in on Pei's. Pei's is dodging beautifully. Tien's gonna get away, does end up getting the speed burst, but the equalizer coming in very sideways on that one. Xiaosu's gonna want that back. Heroic entrance coming in on Shun, who did go deep. They turn, they try to get Chris, they do get him down, but now you gotta get out. The escape tools from JDG
so to make sure they are working together. Tien actually jumping out of the redemption heal from Chris, but see if they can make that second play happen here.
Oh, the culling. Oh, Chris just goes for the play. Says, Pays, you have overextended. You've overpaid. As now Tien gets the kill on him after he goes in with the golden. And Weibo have full health bars here. Okay, man, they can't do anything. Korean Starfall's coming in. Weaver's Wall. That combo's coming through, and it's right on the Scout. There's the equalizer coming back. Crisp is overextended with that Magnet Storm, and Weibo didn't have the damage.
Oh,
now
Shun.
JDG turning it around. Heroic entrance coming through. Shun leading from the front with the rest of the team, buying him a little bit of time. Shun goes down. They try to get Tien. Tien's getting shut down to Pays as Breathe finds another kill. He's on a double right now, looking for a triple. Does end up giving the kill over to Light, and Weibo
It looked a little bit precarious at the start of that fight, but it ends up really working out, and now Pays.
Oh, he might actually have the angle here. Oh. He tried to get the flash play, tried to get the kill on a Pays. Don't get him, but they get the soul. And this is all 10 members around this Baron pit, but Weibo decided
the flash.
Whoa, goes over the seismic shove, goes for the kill, but Grand Starfall's coming right back in. That's going to be Tien joining the fight. He has a lot of breathing room here. He's got the GA available too, and the heroic entrance has come out too late. They don't end up saving Dwa, and then now Weibo feels so confident to move forward. Equalizer's going to be in there. Magnet Storm going to follow through here soon, but it's actually not. Breathe finds another angle, gets another kill, and it's a double kill going the way of Light. Xiaosu, your goldenness does not mean anything to Weibo as they wipe another fight, and now they will claim their prize of the Baron.
Afforded the luxury of diving into 4 members by himself. Unfortunately, Zhuo, trying to play as aggressively as he can, ends up falling just a little bit too quickly. No more peel coming in from the carries means a free fight win for Weibo Gaming, and now they're not just getting the Baron, they're pushing down this mid lane inhibitor as well.
Trying to get the inhib turret at least. They will get the Baron. Took a little bit longer. How tanky Scout gets, no matter how tanky Dwo gets, they're just getting shredded either way. And I think it's so difficult to approach these fights when you don't have that front line. You are a comp that wants to scuffle, that wants to fight. And Weibo have taken that away from JDG in game number 1. Weibo looked to get another inhib turret down. Now they're looking to push multi-waves here, about 1 minute and 40 seconds with that Baron buff. They're going to look for a play on a Pays. Pays immediately has to dash away. Not going to use anything else there. But there will be 2 inhibs falling. And Elder Dragon in 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Keep this base safe with this Baron buff. This is already a comp that burns down towers so quickly, but it might be the game.
Oh
Shun!
Shun doesn't even exist anymore on Summoner's Rift. He's been erased from the history books of this game number 1. And Weibo, they have their prey in sight. They know they want to win this series. They want to go ahead and lock up that 5th seed, and they're about to take that first step towards that. They can take down JDG. They get a nice taunt from Scout. Scout trying to layer in some of the damage. Xiaosu going forward, but he doesn't go golden. He doesn't have the Zhonya's completed, and that just means Weibo can completely turn this on its head. Tien gonna go in. Still has the GA, by the way. Still hasn't been popped. It's gonna be a couple more kills. A triple going the way of Light, and an absolute domination from Weibo Gaming in game number 1. 9-0-7 for Light, 6-0-10 for Breathe in the top lane.
I think that could be a bit more of a concern. And honestly, JDG also has a lot of tools to start fights. I mean, the Skarner and Pale, the Alistar engage, even, Sion on a good flank could be really strong.
Skirmishing at level 6 for either, as Breathe unfortunately doesn't get the early message that he's getting ganked. Will try to stop Shun, but he uses the Eastall's impact to get through it. Now Breathe gonna save his flash till the last second, potentially going for it, still dies! Shun gets the kill in game number 1. You should see that full frontal brawl in the top side, and we're already getting ready for it here as we redeploy the bot lane to the top side for JDG.
The standard lane swap has come in here at 6 than it was before. I think that's fair to say.
Oh my god.
Tien,
a little bit of lane swap. Rooney with the jungles coming into mid lane. Crescent Guard's going to be there, but he had already hit Tien, so Tien doesn't get knocked out. Flash play from Xiaohu, and Timbers helps get the kill to Tien.
Yeah, that's
Still
huge.
Gets locked down, going back over to the red buff, but just trying to get over to Crisp. They're going to try to fight this one now. The red buff had been claimed. Installs impact onto Tien. He's getting locked down. Tries to get Pays. The wind becomes lightning, and lightning strikes twice. They got one. Tian's still alive. He finally gets locked down. The bailout comes through. He is still gonna die, but in the end, it's a Weibo day of fortune as they take a couple kills.
The gold that's gone on to both Xin and specifically the Annie with the boots completed here. You really can't afford to try and take an exchange. So, you know, nice of them to at the very least get something out of it. But
Crisp is way overextended. He's gonna flash, but he still gets locked down by Duo, and they're going to take the engage counter from Tien as the bailout coming through, but it's not going to save him because they weren't able to get Pays in the end. They do get Shun. Tien is just running rampant through everybody. Xiaohu. He's going to get the spell shield from Pays, but they still get another kill onto Duo, and that kill goes to Light. Scout has shown up. He has Chains of Corruption.
But it's very, very difficult to push forward the flash.
Oh.
No one's there.
Going for a really cool play, but it didn't really matter. As Chains of Corruption comes down onto him, he's going to lose a chunk of his health. Pays is trying to move over. He's popped on the hunt. They go straight in on Xiaosu, who's trying to be this damage tank.
Oh, the Impale.
And now Tien gets locked in for the Impale, but the Crescent Guard buys so much time. They're going to have the bailout on him as well. He's going to get it popped. He does try to kill Shun in the end, but it's the trade of junglers as now 2 for 1 in favor of Weibo, and they're going to run down Scout, and they get him in the end over the Blast Cone. A double kill for Breathe. Xiaoshu ends up killing Light on the back so far
of the
in game number 2. It's been feeling really good to watch from Weibo. Again, they have the sauce. I don't know what it is. This Weibo team, doesn't matter what variation of the roster it is, even though we've seen this one for a little bit of time now, it really just seems to turn on when it matters most. And
Breathe will have his TP available in just a few seconds, so this definitely should be a fight. Watch for a potential death push. If they can get on Crisp, that's massive.
It's already down half health. Tuo is waiting in the bush. Scout is behind this all as Breathe is there. Rift Herald is the focus out. Shu is not going to make his entrance.
A ton of pressure on the bottom side of the map, forcing out that that ultimate coming in.
Oh my god.
Oh, Xiaohu, the damage coming in from Xiaohu at this point on this Annie. The Malignant's really giving her a ton of combat power over that Rella.
He just stepped back up into the... Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, Xiaohu, you kind of walked into the devil's mouth right there. That's all I'm going to say. He saw them there, walked up, still died. They do still keep pressure on bot side, though, so they should get this tier 2. As Tian goes for the kill, and Xiaoshu, they might have enough damage here as Breed tries to get in there with the flash. It's going to be traded immediately. And that will be the response as Scout takes that upper turret. He is going to get the TP on bot side, but he's alone. The rest of the team is trying to make their way over here, but Scout doesn't have the health bar for this. Though Duo is coming over, they're going to lock down Tien. Tien's getting low. The bailout's going to be there, but look how much healing he gets from the Sundered Sky. They can't kill him. They can't get in range. Sun is going to sacrifice his life like a sacrificial lamb, and JDG get nothing from their deal with the devil. It's Weibo Gaming that come up aces in that
fight. Enough damage for you to secure it if Weibo want to make a play elsewhere. Right now, it's actually JDG making a play potentially into Xiaohu.
Oh, they might actually. He's going to get the flash, though, but the Yap's got a duck hits as well. They get the decimating smash and a fadeaway boomerang. Ends up getting Scout the kill in the end. They do get the side lane play, and JDG gets something back.
Yeah, you had to be able to get gold somewhere, but again, this is the problem with York. You can't go down in gold.
And, you know, if you got that A angle, if you have that kind of lead, you can just force it. And it doesn't even feel like there's going to be a response. They're going to get side lane turret for it, but they're going to move in here, trying to get something back from the fight, actually. But the Anacon's already gone, and now you've overextended yourself. Wind becomes lightning. Duo does not have any tankiness. He's going to pop the Unbreakable there, but Tien is just chunking him with the glaive. And I really like what maybe even 4th item on the Sivir to truly be that hyper carry we've all feared before. But right now, he's not at that position. And Weibo on, and they want to pounce. They go straight on the show. He misses everything, and he will just be cut apart like the scorpion he is. As Weibo looking for another play to go for it onto Pays. Pays instantly cleanses. That was a really nice Captain Jack, but he still loses 3/4 of his health and the outer tower in mid lane.
Pays has to Captain Jack, Spell Shield, and Ultimate just to stay alive even a little bit in this fight, and it's not even over. The siege continuing to go down onto the mid lane tower. There's no room for a lack of execution here, and JDG continuing to struggle. Weibo continuing the push.
A little bit of a bluff there from Xiaosu, who does get called by Weibo. They're going to try to get the back initiated by Pays, but they're losing the turret, and now Dragon is spawning in 40 seconds. They're going to take all of the camps here as they walk.
Teleport onto the very back end of this fight. If Weibo pulled the trigger now, it could be doable, but they don't want to make any major mistake here. Maiden just taking up so much on the front of this line.
It's so crazy.
It's insane. Dragon down to 5K.
Oh, the flank. They don't see Joel. Joel finds the fight. He doesn't get the combo. Goes in for the flash play, the pulverize, but the headbutt. It's not enough. And Dragon went the way of light. That is soul completed. And Weibo are trying to fight this one out. Look at Light go. He's flashing. He's dashing. He's looking for his angle, but it's JDG that take the team fight. They lose the soul, and they only get 2 kills off it. Maybe a third one, but now you're taking a sustained fight into Tien, who wants to get back a little bit of gold. Here comes Light on the back end with the smite play. He's beautifully sniping the line, and Xiaoshu's gonna get taken. Oh, he misses the Q in the end, but he still gets the kill. Weibo find a way in the end to almost completely ace JDG 25 minutes in.
A fight that would have been perfectly acceptable if you didn't just give over Ocean Soul to Xinjiao Yorick and are completely unable to beat them on the front of this fight. It's another big win for Weibo, even though it looks a lot more chaotic. Nice effort from JDG, but the Baron now going down for Weibo. Not only do they have Ocean Soul, not only do they have Baron, they have control over the entire map. Exactly why you pick it, for sure.
And this is also why you pick it. Joel's gonna get caught on the back end of it. Now TP, or at least a flank coming in from Tien. He wants this angle. He wants to wait wind become lightning one more time. The flash play on the Shun. He tries to get the big impale play, but the hostile takeover hits again. Shun going low, going down. Now the Atacon is starting to explode all over everything. And Weibo, they want to finish this game strong. They have the Baron buff. They have all the strength in the world. And they're about to make a mark on this matinee series against JDG.
Weibo Gaming control every second of this series and prove that anyone who's doubting them as a real threat here in the LPL needs to reevaluate as they go into the kill shot. Oh my God.
Please give Crisp the MVP, give him everything, pay him all the money, because this Renata was disgusting. It might not have 100% KP, but you just look back to that Dragon play and that perfectly timed hostile takeover as Zwo goes in for the big play, the big redemption moment for JDG, and it did not matter. Weibo, they've borne their fangs. Xiaohu might start looking like a saber-tooth after all, and they're looking to finish this season strong against JDG as they start off their back-to-back